Hi folks, this is Vic back again with another Fragrance Live review. And today I'm going to talk about the fragrance from the house of MontBlanc, Germany, a fragrance that is very dear to me. Emblem by MontBlanc, released in 2014, is an aromatic spicy fragrance, and the perfumer is Sonia, the French perfumer. Let's break down the notes. Top notes are clary sage, grapefruit, cardamom. Heart notes are violet leaves, cinnamon. Base notes are tonka beans and woody notes. Main accords are warm and spicy, aromatic, ozonic, cinnamon, citrusy, woody, ambery, vanilla, soft and spicy. And the bottle of this fragrance of Emblem, it's exactly a copy of MontBlanc ink pot. So that is very nice. I really like that bottle, and the design of the bottle is something very unique and very nicely done. This fragrance, well, how we can say, was not a real crowd pleaser and was not a groundbreaker, but it's a very nice fragrance. It's really a nice fragrance for office workers, for for business meetings. It's not a fragrance for night clubbing or dating or stuff like that. It's a real fragrance for businessmen. Very elegant, and perfectly done by the perfumer, because Sonia, she really played well with woodsy notes, spicy notes, citrusy notes, and also ozonic notes. So this fragrance, it's a nice fragrance. They released, I think, two more flankers, but I prefer the original Emblem because the original Emblem was a very unique when it came out. It's not a common scent. It's not a common fragrance you sniff. It's a very how we can say, it's a very elegant, very refined fragrance. Also very charming, and it's not heavy. The spices here are not heavy. The spices here are very well blended. The backbone of this fragrance, it's airy because there is some ozonic and even aquatic notes in. And I really enjoy wearing this fragrance. I don't know why the Fragcom community despise this fragrance. For me, it's a very nice release. To be honest with you, I prefer Emblem to MontBlanc Explorer, because MontBlanc Explorer is just a clone of Creed Aventus, and I don't understand why a brand such as MontBlanc needs to make clones nowadays. And this is not for me a creation. This is not for me a kind of unique fragrance, because when you start to become a clone maker, you are choosing the wrong way. You are choosing the way of cloning, and you are choosing the way of easy grabbing money. Because MontBlanc, they really had great releases for gentlemen, and Emblem is one of them. They released very nice fragrances before. They release great fragrances throughout the years, and they are not very old in the perfume business, because I think they started to make their first fragrances in 2002 or 2000, and they really released lots of nice fragrances after each. And I personally enjoy wearing MontBlanc fragrances. Star Walker was a very nice fragrance. Also, there are the Un Homme Exceptionnel is another great release by the house of MontBlanc, and they never been clone maker. So why they turn out to be clone maker? It's very weird to me. I really prefer when MontBlanc has his own identity, has his own DNA of fragrances, and when perfumer, they work and they bring something new, that's praising. Because making a clone, it's not praising for me. I'm sorry to say. MontBlanc Explorer, I never bought it because I'm not here to buy a clone from MontBlanc. I might buy a clone from Armaf because Armaf for me is not a great house, but MontBlanc, I really have a respect for the products of MontBlanc, and MontBlanc is a serious house, and it's a very high quality house for fountain pens, for gentleman accessories, and they are famous all over the world. Even MontBlanc watches are great. So why MontBlanc turned to be a clone maker lately? That's a big question mark for me, and I will never praise MontBlanc to become a clone maker, or even Dunhill, because also Dunhill, for example, they made a Dunhill Desire Gold, which is also another clone of Creed Aventus. So I prefer when the brands, they keep their own identity, when the brands keep their own DNA, and that's praising. But when the brands, they turn out to be just a clone maker, I think we have to tell them, no, we are not going to follow your path. Going back to this fragrance, this is a great fragrance for office worker. This is a great fragrance for business meetings. This is a great fragrance if you are taking a plane. It's not offensive. Nobody will be offended by this fragrance. Very pleasant. Your surrounding will appreciate this fragrance. And I even get compliments when I wear a MontBlanc Emblem. I really get compliments from my partners and surrounding. But it's a business fragrance. You have to know, some fragrances are made for business. Some fragrances are made for casual meetings. Some fragrances are made for clubbing. And some fragrances are made for the night mood. When you want to spend a night out with your girlfriend or with your friends or with your wife, and you want to have a romantic dinner or stuff like that. Of course, in that kind of case, you will not wear MontBlanc Emblem. But when you are going to bank or when you are having a serious business meetings, you should never wear a fragrance such as 1 Million by Paco Rabanne or Invictus, or those kind of overwhelming fragrances are not made for business meetings. Then you have to pick up from your wardrobe a serious fragrance such as MontBlanc Emblem, elegant, serious, that give you a kind of fine presentation and also give you a very serious personality. And then this is a kind of fragrance that goes with neckties, suit, white shirt, clean, fresh, and really it's amazing when you feel that way. You go to a business meeting, well shaved, well presented, and you wear MontBlanc Emblem. Believe me, that works in the better way for you than if you wear 1 Million by Paco Rabanne. So just know that you have to choose the right fragrance for every occasion. It is very important to choose and to pick up the right fragrance for each occasion of your life or of your daily life. So this is my take on MontBlanc Emblem. I really like this fragrance. I just, on this channel, I only talk about fragrances that I experience and I like. I never talk about fragrances that I dislike or I just bought it by hazard. I never buy fragrances by hazard. I always test them. I always wore them. And once I decided to pull the trigger, it means that I like that fragrance. I appreciate that fragrance. So this is my take on MontBlanc Emblem. I hope that you are going to have a great day and stay tuned. I'll talk with you very soon. Some part of our country has a storm nowadays. Stay safe and sound. And until we talk again, please take care of yourself and God bless you all. Cheerio!